Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
You get to the back of this headlight, I'm going to remove the clips that are on the bottom of the splash shield. It'll allow me to peel the splash shield back, and I can reach my hand in there and get to the back of the headlight. It's going to use a trim clip tool or a small flat-bladed screwdriver. Pry those clips out. There's one there and one here. And another one right here. Pull it down. Pull the bumper out a little bit. Pop it out. Splash shields are pretty soft. You can mess with them a bit. I'm also going to remove this clip up here. It'll give me a little more room to move. Push this down. You could do this with the vehicle on the ground, or you could jack it up and take the wheel off if that makes it easier. But you can reach up. This is our outside marker light bulb. And turn it counterclockwise to unlock it. Pull it out. Push it in and turn. So this particular bulb that I took out is a P215W, but it's also the same as an 1157. Which is a dual filament. It's got the 2 tabs and the offset pins. So to reinstall it, I'm going to put it in. It can actually only go in one way. So you'll feel it. If you go in the wrong way, it won't want to push in and turn. When it goes in the correct orientation, you can push it in and turn it clockwise to lock it. That's how you change that bulb. I'm going to put it back into the housing, find the locks, and then turn it clockwise, and it's locked in place. You should wear gloves while you're doing this, because when you go to remove the low beam bulb, you're probably going to touch the glass. It's a tight space to work in. It's hard to get to. Before I take the bulb out of the housing, I'm going to pull it from the connector. That way the bulb is held in the housing, because I can only get one hand in here, so I can't hold the bulb with the other hand to unplug it. I'm going to push down on the lock to open it up. You can actually kind of feel it click open. And there might be some dirt in here. It might take a little force. I'm going to try to push in on the lock, and then sometimes if you push the connectors together and then pull them off, it helps take them off. So I've got that free. Now I'm going to turn it counterclockwise to unlock it. Take the bulb out. This is a 9006 bulb. I'm going to reinstall it. You can sort of see on the housing there is an arrow right here. So what's going to happen is this top lug or keyway is going to go towards that arrow, and then I'm going to turn it clockwise to lock it in. You'll feel it when the keyways line up. It'll sit right in to the housing, and then we'll turn it clockwise. It'll lock it. Find the connector and plug it back in. So this is the same for the driver's side. That's how you get to the hard to reach bulbs in the back of this headlight. The high beam bulb, we can go through the engine compartment. Before that, we're going to put all this splash shield back in and then show you how to get to the high beam bulb. So I'm just going to feed this back in to where it was. You can bend and push these splash shields around usually a little bit. Get it lined up. Pull the bumper out just a little bit. Push the splash shield in. Just kind of get past the edge. Reinstall your push clips. Get this one lined up. This last one is up behind the layer dam. Change the high beam bulb. Go on the inside of the engine compartment. I'm gonna unplug it first, push the lock in. Sometimes if you push it up, it kind of breaks it free, and then you can work it down. You get dirt stuck in them. You need to wiggle them off sometimes. Here it comes. And turn it counterclockwise to unlock it. And you probably want to wear gloves while you do this because you might end up touching it. This high beam bulb is a 9005. So this also has an arrow pointing right there. If you line up this top keyway with that arrow, the bulb should slide right in. Push the slide out of the way. Slide it right in. Then turn it clockwise. And it will lock in place. Reinstall our connector. That's how you replace the high beam bulb. So to remove the high beam, it'll be the same as the passenger side. You'll just slide this reservoir off. It slides right off the bracket. Make sure the cap's on nice and tight so it doesn't spill, but you can lay it right on top of the battery. And then you can reach down and get to the high beam bulb. You could also reach the low beam bulb from here. However, if you want to get to that outside turn signal bulb, you're going to have to go through the fender liner like we did on the passenger side. Once you've done replacing the bulbs, slide your reservoir back onto the bracket. So it's got this little angled part. It's going to reach down and slide onto this bracket next to the battery tray. Can be a little tricky.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at 1AAuto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.